Okay, so hey guys, my name is Rajvir and I'm back with you another video of Sales.js. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to read data from MongoDB database and show it in the Sales app. So let's get started. I'm going to be opening command line, change our directory to our test app, and then opening our editor. Just basic setting and start our server. So it started. Let's open it. So yeah, it's opening. Open the editor, and first we will be creating a page named read.ejs. I'll just make a link and paste it right here. Define the route, name it as read so that we can see it here. So this is our read page. Just copy the nav bar right from here. We can also copy this one and this is the read page. Okay, so before opening the page, I'll have to set the route. Just setting up the route by /get read and the view, which is our read page. Place the comma here. So yeah, we have set that out. Now this is our read page. So now we have made a read page and defined the route. We'll be creating a function, but first I'll be linking it so that once we open the page, it will load the function too. So data controller, the first one, which is this, is the controller name dot the function name, which will be defining it right here after this one. So our function name was list. Our function name was list, which is a function having a request and response as the parameter. Oh, this is and we have our collection name, which is data. Execute the find function and then exec function request. Oh, sorry, it's not request, it's error dot data, which is right here, and define the condition. If there is any error, then send the response with the error 500 and the message is database error. Otherwise, if there isn't any error, then send the response to the view, which which is read page. We don't need to define the extension, so just the name and our property in which we will be passing the data. I'm going to be defining it read and the data, which is this parameter containing all the data which is fetched by find function. So that's all. This is the function. I have linked it with the okay, so I have to place the comma too, and I have linked the route here. I have set up the controller function. So the last thing we need to do is create a table here with the table tag and table head and table body. So the data we will be fetching is these one. This is the customer name, phone number, and the customer message. We can also check from Mongo shell also by opening it Mongo and using the command show dbs. We are using the database, which is data b, and show collections. And here's the collection. Use the function db.data.find function. So yeah, this is our data, which is abc, phone number, and the message. So this is our page. First we will be defining the headings of the table, which is table heading, customer name, and then phone number, and then customer message. Let's check if this works or not. And yes, this working. We can also define the border for our proper understanding, just for the understanding. So now we'll be using a simple EJS loop. Just for our understanding, we can also select the language as JavaScript from here for understanding the EJS. So the basics of EJS is when we start the EJS, we use the percentage tags. Every line containing EJS will start from percentage tag, and what we were passing is this property name, and here we use this property name read and use for each loop and declare a function having the parameter article, which is I also have to define percentage right here and percentage right here. So now we have to create a td tag, table data tag, and the third one so yeah, use the parameter which is article passed from this to this article, and our first title was okay, So we also first we just write customer name and then article dot phone number and then article dot customer message. So now we have to understand that whenever we will be defining EJS where we print the values, we'll use equals, which is this sign, same as this one. Close it right here. Just make sure you close everything, otherwise there will be an error. Um, so now we have to close the table row tag too. So what this for each loop will do is it is actually traversing all the rows in the database, and no matter how many rows it will get, it will kept on reading, fetching that and passing it to this page, and once all the rows are traversed it will stop. So our tr tag has been closed, and see now if it reads, yeah. So this is our data, which is customer name, that is ABC, phone number, and that is the message. We can also check from this one, which is customer name, that is ABC, phone number as this, and customer message is hello there, same as this one. So that's all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.